Hello and welcome to another Doctor's Assistant 1 video, and today I'm taking a look at a Big Finish audio, Doctor Who, The Beast of Kravenos. I'll be honest, it's been some time since I reviewed a Big Finish audio on the channel, so sorry about that, and also sorry if that then makes it come across like I am not that good at reviewing the Big Finish audio at hand. But first of all, I'll go through the packaging. We have the 4th Doctor, Romana, Jago and Lightfoot. I think, yeah, Jago and Lightfoot, and then what I imagine is the Beast of Kravenos. Full cast audio. Then you've got the Doctor Who logo in the sort of Peter Davison type logo and or text here, the Beast of Kravenos, as there is a reversible cover. Then you've got Tom Baker in the awful Peter Davison-y type Time Vortex. Now, before you hate me in the comment section, I don't mean like I dislike the Peter Davison Time Vortex. I think it works really well with Peter Davison. I just hate it when they do that sort of random sort of next Doctor's Time Vortex, but with that Doctor, if that makes sense. Like, I really hate the latter end of the 3rd Doctor's Time Vortex, the one which is essentially a wannabe version of the 4th Doctor one. Love the cover, by the way. Really attracted me to want to buy this. That, and also the fact that I'd heard both TJ Productions and Pertwee Smith 11 both say very positive things about this release. On the spine, you've got Doctor Who, The Beast of Kravenos 6.1, which means that it's the 6th season / series of the 4th Doctor Adventure series, episode 1. Then on the back, you've got the blurb, the cast, and the running times, which is 60 minutes, which is an hour, 30 minutes for both parts, because it's split into both parts, or 2 parts. The disc, the reversible cover, so you've got the sort of more 1996 TV movie type logo and normal text. So, what did I think of The Beast of Kravenos? I personally really didn't like it, but that's just me. I don't know, I think it felt like it had, for me, a little bit of what I would like to refer to as Ghostlight syndrome, in the sense that it felt like it had a little bit too much going on, but I don't know, and that at times, and it was a bit difficult to follow, and stuff, and I don't know, it just came across kind of not engaging, and if anything, I was unengaged with the story, and that I think if you're a fan of the sort of Victorian murder mystery stories that Doctor Who has done, or that if you like the idea of sort of murder mysteries, then yeah, I think this is a must-have for you. I think murder mysteries, Victorian murder mysteries are cool sort of stories. But I think, to be fair, it doesn't help that this is the first audio that I've delved into that has Jago and Lightfoot, and also the second Romana as well. It also features K9 and the 4th Doctor, so you have 5 main core cast characters there, and I felt like that was a bit much, personally, for me. Then again, it might have only felt like that because, obviously, as I've just said, this is the sort of first time I've delved into a Big Finish audio with Jago and Lightfoot, and Romana too, as well. K9 was brilliant here. I think, to be fair, I think the major weakest character, it pains me to say this, as much as I love the 4th Doctor, I think it was the 4th Doctor. I appreciate they're going for a more sort of season 18 type of 4th Doctor here, but I think that it is reflected well, but in a bad way, in the sense that from what I have of season 18, which is not much, which is literally, I think, Meglos, Keeper of Traken, Logopolis, and maybe Nightmare of Eden might be part of season 18, I'm not 100% sure, but out of those, out of what I know of season 18, I think, to my limited knowledge of season 18 of Doctor Who, you know, Tom Baker and that as a person, beyond being the Doctor, just sort of treaded along the path that is just doing the Doctor as a character. He really didn't want to do it, and I don't know why, but it's almost reflected here in some respects. It just, I don't know, what I mean is, like, he just doesn't come across as zany, as wacky, as sort of, I don't know, charming and dashing, and he doesn't have that flair, that spark about him, that twinkle in his eye, so to speak. He comes across like a lot more like a one-note character, which is odd to me to ever admit and or say of the Fourth Doctor, because he's nothing like that normally. He's nothing but eccentric and weird and multi-layered and multifaceted as a character, because he can one minute be eccentric, one minute be very somber and solemn, and then the next minute be, you know, eccentrically mad about something that he should be upset about and be upset about, but actually he's taking it in a oddly abstract way, and that I don't know, I just felt like this story was a bit boring, disengaging, and as I say, it just felt like there was a bit too much stuff going on at times. Like, the characters are all just sort of saying stuff, and it felt like a classic Doctor Who story in the sort of worst way, in the sense that it felt like one minute we were here, next minute we were there, 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 the end of the story, that's it and that's all. Like, it didn't feel like it had any substance to it. It felt like it had a few ideas here and there, like this, as I say, this murder mystery type idea, which was very sort of convoluted and complex, but then all of a sudden the writer, it feels like, almost tried to then sort of dumb it down and really sort of simplify that, or try and explain it to the audience, and by doing that it just made me feel, as I say, like it just then lacked substance. So it started off complex and then just sort of went to this almost sort of dull, sort of trying to almost spoon feed us the answer type thing. For me anyway. I mean, I know, as I said before earlier in this review, both Pertwee Smith 11 and TJ Productions gave it very high praise, or more high praise than I'm giving it. And overall, for me personally, I would give this a 6 out of 10. Which is one of my lowest, or the lowest mark, or score, should I say, that I've given a Big Finish audio. As low as, unfortunately, which episode was it now? Destination Nova. The only other episode that I've ever given a 6 out of 10 in terms of Big Finish is, as I say, is the first episode in the Fourth Doctor Adventure series, being Destination Nova. I don't know, and as well, it didn't help that there was 5 characters. There was K9, who was really good, and I found him funny, and he was used comedically, he was used as a weapon. Romana was really good, and that, Jago and Lightfoot were really good. I just didn't like the Fourth Doctor, and I think that much, or at all really, in this story, and I didn't like how, because there was 5 characters, it just felt like there was too many characters, almost too many characters, and not enough time to do anything substantial with them. And every time there was parts with one character, obviously it always felt like it was taking away, or they were taking away the limelight from, say, the Doctor, if we were then focused on Jago. But then if we were then focused on Romana, it felt like we were taking away from, say, Lightfoot. Then if we were with Lightfoot, it would be taking away from K9. And it was that's what it felt like. It never felt like it was balanced in terms of that, for me anyway. So for me, as I said before, I'd give it a 6 out of 10. Thanks for watching, comment, rate and subscribe.